Hey YouTube, it's ICU and welcome to the 96th episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors. Alright, now first up I just wanted to say that I did pick a winner for the new 3rd generation iPad giveaway, and I am actually in contact with the winner. I'll put their name up right now, and again, if you guys want me to do more giveaways in the future, just let me know down below in the comments section, and be sure to rate this video up. That'll kind of help me to gauge whether or not to do more giveaways. Now first up in the news, I just wanted to talk about the next generation iPhone. So according to a new report, there are various Chinese distributors who are actually taking deposits for Apple's next generation iPhone, and some of them are actually allowing their customers to pre-purchase the next generation iPhone, even though we are months off from a release. The image that's up now is not of the next generation iPhone, just of more leaked parts, and it kind of goes along with this story. It was mentioned in the original article, so that's why it's up now. Again, this is not of the next generation iPhone, and the distributors are basically, again, just taking pre-orders. And of course, they have absolutely no idea what the next generation iPhone will look like, and they don't have an estimated shipping date either. It said that they will actually go out to either the US or to Hong Kong to actually pick up the next generation iPhone once it's released, and then they can ship it off to the people who pre-ordered. So obviously it's definitely not worth doing if you're not in China, and even if you are in China, I definitely remain skeptical of this and of actually pre-ordering a device that has yet to even be announced. Alright, next, kind of on par with the last story, a few days ago, a Russian developer actually publicized a video on YouTube of him demonstrating a technique to actually circumvent Apple's security measures that they have in place for their in-app purchasing system. And some applications are actually built around the in-app purchase concept, so sometimes really great free applications will be made available. However, certain components of those applications will be restricted until you actually purchase them through an in-app purchase. Well, basically, this circumvents Apple's security method, and it kind of replaces the standard confirm pop-up dialog box with a completely different one. I'll have that up on the screen right now. And instead of actually signing in and confirming that you want to purchase it, what you do is you hit like instead. Now, this is really easy to achieve, and it's really easy to do. I won't really go over the steps, but it basically involves installing 2 different certificates and also changing a DNS entry, and this does not require a jailbreak. However, of course, note that everything goes through the developer's servers, so of course all of your confidential information is made available to the developer. Whether or not they choose to access that information, of course, is up to them. And just note that I am definitely against piracy, so I will not provide a tutorial for you guys on my YouTube channel or on my website. And of course, since app piracy and piracy in general is kind of a morally gray area, I just wanted to bring that up for the question of the day. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section about piracy, more specifically about app piracy. Are you against it? Are you for it? Does it only apply in certain situations? Because I know some people actually justify piracy by saying, well, they weren't going to purchase it anyway, so they might as well try it out. Again, personally, I am against it. I just wanted to know what your guys' opinions are, so just be sure to leave them down below in the comment section. Next, along the same lines as the previous iPhone 5 story, according to Gotta Be Mobile, they received a next generation iPhone engineering sample. That's what they're calling it. However, when you look at it, it's basically just a chunk of metal, and it could easily just be a template for a case maker. Of course, this looks very similar, almost identical to the parts that were actually previously leaked. Next, according to MarketWatch, they've acquired general information pertaining to the rumored Amazon smartphone. Now, it's rumored that Amazon will do the same thing in the smartphone market that they did in the tablet market by introducing a really cheap yet still functional device. Now, the most recent information is pertaining to the screen size. According to anonymous sources, Amazon is testing displays that measure roughly 4 to 5 inches diagonally. And of course, that would put them on par with most Android phones, and hopefully with the next generation iPhone, which of course is rumored to have a larger display. Of course, we'll just have to see how things pan out. But if Amazon does decide to release a smartphone, it will be interesting to see how it does in a market that's almost completely dominated by the iPhone and by Android smartphones. Next, I did revive my top 5 series yesterday with the release of my top 5 Cydia tweaks for July of 2012 video. If you guys want to watch that, just be sure to check down below in the more info. Again, I have my top 5 free tweaks for this month, July of 2012. Also, kind of along the same lines, I did release a video that actually compares the new Retina display MacBook Pro against the new 2012 MacBook Air. It's basically a speed test and benchmark video. Again, a link to that will also be down below. Next up, earlier this week, Apple released OS X Mountain Lion GM or Goldmaster Edition. For those of you that don't know, this is the final release before OS X Mountain Lion is made available to the public, and shortly shortly after Apple released Mountain Lion GM, they started accepting and reviewing updated applications to the Mac App Store for OS 10.8. And finally, in a recent ruling, a United Kingdom judge said that Samsung's tablets simply aren't as cool as Apple's iPad, therefore they don't infringe on Apple's basic design patents. Alright, now that's it for this episode. Of course, I'll have links to everything I talked about down below in the more info. And don't forget to rate this video up if you liked it, and hit that subscribe button to be notified every time I release new videos. Also, again, be sure to answer the question of the day: what do you guys think about piracy, and more specifically app piracy? Let me know in the comment section or on Best Tech Info. And of course, to be updated more often, don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and add me to one of your circles inside of Google+. And until next time, this is ICU, signing out.